continue our Battleground 2020 series today by taking a look at Colorado, a beautiful state. I lived there 10 years. Love it. Love the clouds. The one solid red state has voted for the Democrat in the last 3 presidential elections, including 2016, when Hillary Clinton took the state over President Trump by 5 percentage points. Well, we will be taking a closer look at the races in the state in the next few weeks, including that tight Senate race between Cory Gardner and former Governor John Hickenlooper. Today, though, we're focusing on the personal story of a political newcomer. She just upset 5-term Representative Scott Tipton in the Republican primary. She's running against Democrat Dianne Mitch Bush to represent Colorado's 3rd congressional district in November. She's a pro-gun restaurant owner, the mother of 4 boys, calls herself the antidote to the squad. She's kind of like the anti-AOC, and she's with us now. Joining us, Lauren Boebert. Lauren, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me on today. You know, I'm just excited about this fight for freedom and prosperity that we're in.
Well, I tell you what, you're doing that by being a gun-toting mom out there in the West, if you will. Are you the new Sarah Palin?
I am Lauren Boebert. I am a freedom-loving patriot. I have never been a politician. Like you said, I'm a mom of 4 boys, and their freedom is my motivator. As a mom, there's a mandate on my life to secure the nation I'm sending my boys out into, and I refuse to send them into AOC's socialist nation. I am a business owner, and I understand that small business owners and peach farmers and Palisade and steel workers in Pueblo and ranchers up in Craig, Colorado, they don't want the heavy hand of government controlling everything that they do. In this race here in Colorado's 3rd congressional district, it really is the difference between freedom and control of over your own life or more government control.
You know, Lauren, your win was a huge upset and also a shock probably to many, as this is the 2nd instance now that a Trump-endorsed candidate has lost their primary, and you also upset a 5-term congressman. I got to ask you, how did you do it?
You know, this campaign is only as successful as my volunteers and my supporters. I had the greatest team surrounding me. We had a tremendous ground game. I said from the very beginning that we would be outspent, but we would never be outworked. And we proved that to the fullest extent. This was a huge upset for the establishment, but a tremendous victory for freedom. And voters here in our district just showed that we do not want DC politics as usual. The House of Representatives was intended to be led by citizens, not career politicians. And that's who they want representing them. They understand that I have been where they are. I'm not a politician trying to assume the positions that they're in. I've walked in their shoes, I've been there, and I know how to relate with them and bring that Colorado common sense to DC and get some of this ridiculous government overreach under control.
Well, let me, you mentioned you were an antidote to the squad, so I guess it'd be appropriate if we played a quick little soundbite from the squad. Here's one of your favorites, Lauren, Ilhan Omar talking about, I don't know, dismantling the U.S. economy. Here it is.
As long as our economy and political systems prioritize profit without considering who is profiting, who is being shut out, we will perpetuate this inequality. So we cannot stop at criminal justice system. We must begin the work of dismantling the whole system of oppression wherever we find it.
And when your constituents hear basically oppression and dismantling the system, they say what out in your district?
Well, the only time that the economy has ever been oppressing for us is when government stepped in and said which businesses could operate and which could not. Here in Rifle, Colorado, restaurants were shut down, small businesses were shut down, and Walmart was able to stay open and have customers freely walking about their business while we are shut down. I took a stand against Governor Jared Polis and his tyrannical overreach, and I opened my restaurant. And then I had city officials reaching out to me and thanking me for spurring that into action because they wanted us open as well. And I want to take time to thank law enforcement officers for everything that they do. I hate what is happening and the rhetoric that is going on about them. We have no room for bad police. We have no room for racism here in America. I support our law enforcement officers. They put their lives on the line for us every single day. And for years, we have heard the Democrat narrative about our Second Amendment saying, oh, you guys are crazy. We're never going to take your guns away from you. We just want gun control. Well, Beto O'Rourke was the first to say, hell yes, we're going to take your guns. I had to step up to him and say, hell no, you're not, because no one else was doing it. And now we have Democrats saying they're going to disband, dismantle, defund our police. Who is going to protect us? In Denver, they pulled police officers out of our schools, and they want us to be defenseless victims dependent on them.
Lauren, we only have 1 minute left, but I got to ask you quick. Trump has had issues. They had issues in 2016 with suburban women. Yes or no? Is that one of your goals, to try to get more suburban women on board?
Absolutely. I always naturally gravitate towards women and encouraging them and lifting them up and empowering women. I have a team of tremendous women here on my campaign in my restaurant, Shooter's Grill in Rifle, Colorado. And I spent 7 years ministering to women at our local county jail, bringing them a message of personal responsibility and freedom, and letting them know that they didn't have to be bound by past mistakes to have an impactful and influential future. I'm here to support President Trump and Senator Cory Gardner and do everything that we can to have Republicans take over this November. This election is about freedom and prosperity or more government control. And I'm going to do everything that I can to secure our freedom.
Lauren Boebert, a real pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Good luck in your race. Enjoy those Colorado sunsets, by the way.
Absolutely. Most beautiful state ever. Thank you. God bless you. God bless our nation.
Thanks, Lauren. All right. But she's got some snap to her, let me just say. Some big decisions came out of the Supreme Court today. We're going to tell you about it when we come back.